Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good evening to all of you, my students, my beloved student. Before we start the class, so together we read or cited Al-Quran to our beloved parents. Fatihah. Yeah. Surah. Today, I would share with you the chapter of club accounts. Or in the text, Frank Woods, they are using chapter of receive and payment, income and expenditure. Okay, we now today we will discuss the solution or questions of club accounts. So I will share the questions. Okay, have you seen the questions? Okay, look at the questions. Question number 1 is carries about 25 marks. Club accounts. So before we proceed the questions, so I just want to share or to tell about the club. For example, at your school or at your hometown or at your uh, village, might probably you have your own club. For example, you manage or you as a treasurer of badminton club or sport club. So normally the club control the finance or the cash inflow is not complete. And as compared to company, so this difficult to new treasurer or new appointed committee to prepare the club accounts. So today is this. I would like to show the what we call what are the problem faced by treasurer or accounts committee in prepare club account. So for example, at 1st of January, in the question, so in online teaching, I will teach you slowly so that you can you can understand, you have more understand on the what I've want to share with you. So the club account might be very difficult chapter because of not completed informations compared to other chapter. So you have to relate. You have to relate with previous chapter in complete record. So at 1st of January, LCW Badminton Club had the following asset and liabilities. So asset and liabilities is balance sheet item. All right. So in accounts, we can divide into 5 elements: asset, and then liability and equity. So this is balance sheet item. So broke down figure is derived from the asset, liability, and equity. The rest of account is revenue expenses, is not carried or brought forward. So just we accept, we carry, or we receive the balance sheet item, asset, liability, and equity. For example, in this case, asset will consist of premises on the 1st of January. On the 1st of January here, 2018, the balance carried down or brought forward into account is premises 20,000. So our club, our LCW club, have premises valued cost of 20,000. And then equipment 5,200. For example, equipment, a machine, and premises, for example, buildings. Cafe trade payables. So you jot down cafe trade payables. What do you mean trade payables? Payable meaning is creditors or club is owed to somebody. Payable have to pay to somebody. At 1st of January, the club owed to supplier, for example, trade payable or creditors 3,380. Inventories falls under current asset. Inventories 2,340. For example, clubs running a cafe business. So might be the club, the cafe will have inventories of raw material 2,030 and 40. 2,340. Subscriptions in area. What it means by subscription in area? Subscription, you jot down, subscription is something of fee receive from member. So for example, you charge to member monthly about 100 or monthly of yearly of 100. So the member will pay to you. And then in area meaning the member have not paid yet. Some sort of amount 105 ringgit. Subscription in advance is what it means. Subscription in advance. The member were paid in advance 190. Electricity accrued. What is electricity accrued? Electricity accrued is we as a club are facing or not paid yet to TNB as electricity charged by TNB. Okay, I just want to highlight this figure, subscription in advance, because this is quite new for this chapter. So might be you are, maybe this is first time you listen or this is the first time you may look this account subscription, mainly subscriptions, and electricity accrued maybe you have heard or familiar in your previous subject, financial accounting 1. So we have to to open account of related subscription receipt. So from the question, subscription receipt, so this is subscription 1 account, subscription receipt brought down in debit account 105. Subscription in area meaning you are not received yet, as club not received yet the amount 105. And then subscription in advance 190. So I want to show you this one. Wow, very complicated, right? Subscription in areas brought down is debit account subscription area. So the member were not paid yet 105. So subscription area is our current asset. So if they paid later, they will be our cash. So that's why we consider as our asset, current asset. And then how to, this is what we call, no need to show in your exam paper, but I just want to show you how can it can be debit. So you have to credit this account subscription in area, because assuming at the 1st of January the member have not paid yet, then along a year, so the member will settle the areas. So that's why we zeroize, and this zeroize or write off, you posted to subscription receipt as debit. And then subscription in advance. Subscription in advance is our liability actually. 190 credited figure. So I just want to remind you, current liability, if increase, they will debited. and decrease will be debit. Current liability, repeat, we increase is credited, and when decrease will be debit. And opposite of current asset, if current asset increase, so they will debit, and opposite is credit for decrease. So current asset in this questions, subscription in areas is considered our current asset because the club later will get amount from club members when they paid. And subscription in advance meaning the member were paid in advance. So this is our liability. That's why we credit. And then to solve this club account, so you have to just open the new account of subscription receipt account. Okay, so subscription receipt, subscription areas will debit to subscription receipt, and subscription advance is credit. If you, I think if you want, this is quite tough to you to memories of this flow. So you just can what we call memory of this account. So in areas BD is debit, and in advance BD is credit. Okay, this is settled for, will be settled for what? To post these subscriptions. And I forgot electricity, right? Electricity. Okay. Electricity, you have to electricity. Sorry. Electricity cost. So in areas meanings, the club owed to or berhutang to TNB of electricity charged by TNB amounted 3 to 5. All right. So we have posted 3 account here. And this is very interesting. So this is very difficult. The first paragraph. Then the second is very easy because you just transfer to the which appropriate. So the question, what the question asks, one is cafe trading. Cafe trading. Second is income and expenditure. Income and expenditure. And this only. So the T account is just for supporting, for repair, the cafe trading, and income expenditure. And then the cafe trading, what is meaning of cafe trading? This the activities of the club is run the business of cafe. So maybe the main activity is badminton. Might be every day or every week, the member will get free tournament or get free exercise of badminton. So to get the money, to pull up the money, so the club uh, will run in the business, the cafe, so that club will get some amount of money. So in operating the business, the club have to prepare some sort of money to buy something, inventories. So this is receive and payment account. What is receive and payment? This is the activity that club accounts, the club will use the money, how they get the money and use for what. So receive and payment is some sort of cash account. Receive and payment, some sort of cash. Cash in and cash out. So cash in meaning the club have received the sum amount of from members or from the activities. So any cash received will be debited to receive debit account, and credit any credit meaning cash outflow. The club has used the money to buy something, to use for pay something, to use for expenses, to pay our liabilities. So we go through one by one. So what the meaning of bank balance? This is what we call the cash receive, the cash in bank, right? So receive payment is cash in bank, cash in bank, you get inflow and outflow. All right. So this all is income or some cash come into accounts. So bank balance 830, cafe sales income. This is might be quite new for you. 4,930. So it's derived from our cafe activity. So any income or sales bank in from cafe business, then we record as debit. And this one is subscription. So this is debit is all about money comes in, right? Subscription receipt is fees from members. Why they said subscription? Subscription some sort of activities, majalah, alright? So we can, so this is what term, there is a fees received. So might be I assume that the club will produce subscription or majalah every year. But then you have to remember subscription receipt is fee receipt. Yuran ahli. And then game ticket sales also the activities. So this is the main activities. All right. This is the main activities. Subscription. This is the second major activity, and this is very what we call some sort of minor activities, game ticket sales and hire of court. Hire of court is badminton court, not court memot. This is a badminton court, so the member can play badminton free, and the club will pay for hire of court. And this is the money goes out, or you use the club funds of club cash to pay electricity 750, cafe man wages Wages, what do you mean wages? Wages is upah or salary. Wages is some sort of part-time, not wages in MACD, right? Wages is salary or allowance to our staff or our committee. And then cafe creditors. Oh, right. So might be the cafe have buy or bought something from supplier, then at they can give a terms of 1 month, and after 1 month, after purchase the raw material, the cafe paid some sort of amount, 2,580. Then this is a cafe purchases. So what is mean by cafe purchases? So cafe purchases, the accounts or club have paid any purchase of material, raw material to use at cafe. For example, cafe bought drinks and some of rice, all the material used. This is a purchase of equipment, right? This is purchase of equipment. So highlight purchase equipment is you have remember equipment is asset. Then this is some also you have to the club have to use the money to pay for purchase of equipment. Cost of game I use the white color. Cost of game is related to game tickets. All right, cost of game. For example, the club main activities. And also telephone bill 510. All right. And after you calculate, you compare debit, cash come in and cash come out. So you have another balance of 1,980 to get the what we call equal balance between debit and credit. So this is our, at the end of the year, we have 1,198.80. So this is not account. This you have to record it into the account. This highlighted figure. And then this is what we call additional notes. Additional note, right? Additional notes. So additional note is the accounts is not related to cash in and cash out. So might be is you want a club want to show you the asset, liability, equity at the end of the 31st of December 2018. All right. So at the end of the year, the inventories amounted to 2,560. Cafe trade payables. All right. These some new accounts. Payable. Okay. Creditors. Not new. So at the January 3,380. At the end is 2,980. Subscription in areas. So this is at the end of the figure. Okay. So I repeat, subscription area where the members of the club has not paid yet, and subscription advance members of club as being paid in advance. Electricity area meaning at the end, right? Not paid yet of 270 electricity bills charged by TNB, and office salaries is 2,200. Might be he forgotten. The club forget to include in this account. So this is office salary 2,200. Depreciation on equipment is 20% per annum, reducing balance method. When we recall reducing balance method is net asset. After you calculate a cost minus accumulated depreciation. So in this case, no depreciation. So you just figure out of the cost of asset. So first, you have to prepare cafe trading account. So might be you have to remember from the question, you have to highlight which is account is related to cafe activities. All right, cafe trading. So this carries of 6 marks. So I just okay this. So how much of this is you recall of the previous subject, financial accounting 1? You have to prepare profit and loss account or income statement. So this is some sort is very quite familiar, quite similar to this account to P&L. So cafe sales income is 4930. It's derived from here, 4930. Cafe sales income. And then cost of sales, this is term. So comprises of opening inventories at 1st of January 2040, purchase along the period of 1 year, 2060. So in getting to get purchase, you have to consider the cafe trade payables. All right, it's not you cannot get directly from the cash receipt. Then you have to open new accounts. So purchase and creditors, purchase and trade payables is what we call is it's like a friends. So when you purchase something, so purchase from who? So the club will purchase from supplier or creditor. So that's why we need to open new accounts, trade payable. All right. So I want to repeat to remind you, cafe purchase is equal to cash purchase plus credit purchase. Okay. So the cash purchase you can get from cash purchase. What is meaning of cash purchase? Cash purchase is you buy on cash. You bought raw material at method of cash. You pay at that time. So credit purchase is you owed to creditors, berhutang dengan supplier, pembekal. Okay, cash purchase is very easy. Cash purchase you can get from cafe purchase. This is cash purchase 1080. But credit purchase you can get it from where? So you will get from cafe trade payables. All right. So this is not very difficult. So creditors is credit account figure, and we pay out to creditors is 2580. So at 1st of January you owed to supplier 3,380 and you paid to creditor such amount 2580. All right. And then our balance carried down is 2980. At the end of the year, we still have credit cafe trade payable is 2980. So this is first year, and then this is first month, and at 1st January, and this is December, and we paid the payment along period of 1 year. And the balancing or difference is what we call as purchase credit. I can highlight 2180. So the total purchase is equal to 3260. All right. So this amount you can insert or considered as purchase in cost of sales. And closing inventory, very easy from question. At the end of the month of the year, 2560 here. And then you will get, this is, you have to minus, right? 5,000 minus, and then you can get from this, you can get 560 minus 2560, you get 3040. And then this is amount 1890. And then you have to minus any expenses related to cafe, not other, not, it's related only to cafe activities, is cafe main wages, 1,200. All right. So 1,008 now. This is gross profit. And then you will get from cafe activities, you will get 609.90 of net profit. Okay, you can get 6 marks from here. And the last of required of the questions is you have to prepare income and expenditure. So income and expenditure, you console of the income or the expenses, pull up, pull in, and you want to show our income and our expenditure, club income and club expenditure, club revenue and expenses. So our revenues come from subscription fees received, right? Subscription fee received is very difficult here. So I show you how to get subscription received. Okay. So this is, you just cross up. And then come CD, ED, this from the questions. And then cash receive is from receive and payment of 3,610 here. So debit cash and credit subscription receive as our revenue. And then, so you have to close account, no bring forward. So that's why we get the figure of 3,000, and this is very important. Very important. That's why I highlight. Oh. Yes. 3,675. So this is to account income and expenditure. So meanings all subscription in areas, in advance, in January up to December. So you have to consider the brought down and carried down. So you will get the subscription wholly, and that particular year is 3,065. So this one, very, very difficult but easy to remember. And then higher of course is also our income. So I forgot. Net profit from cafe, 690 here. Net profit here. You just transfer. Okay. So another, our income is come from ticket sales. For example, the club has organized of tournament. Then the ticket sales is 4,530, and also might incur the cost of game 350. So might be, so you can also do the separate account, but the same thing, you can get the net profit is 980 Then our club account income is from cafe, from fee received, hire of court. Like we club have their own court. And altogether our revenue is 6595. And when we consider expenses, so what expenses we incurred? Electricity. Electricity have we electricity cost. I just summarize. So in areas, credit, and at the end of the year, debit and cash payment. So we pay electricity in credit and will be debited into electricity cost as cash payment. And also this is balancing or different figure. Okay. So this is similar in subscription receipt. So electricity cost, we just transfer this amount 695. So no bring forward in electricity cost. So this is what we call revenue. It's not falls under asset liability or equity. Is considered as our expenses. Then no carry forward. Okay. Electricity. See how much amount? Can we see the amount? Telephone bill easy from cash and payment, and officially also from cash and payment. Telephone bill. And officially is from additional informations. So the expenses altogether 445. So the revenue minus expenses, you will get surplus, not profit. In account, in club account, they use one word of not net profit, is surplus. Surplus meaning lebihan of income over expenditure, positive, right? Income, revenue is greater than expenses 2,150. They not use net profit because this is not the, this is considered NGO, non-government organization activities. So I just repeat. Subscription in areas. What is subscription in areas? This fee received in areas. Subscription, so the same meaning, subscription or the same group. So subscription areas is the member not paid yet, not paid fee yet. So is accrued or debtors or our clients, and is considered current asset member owed to club. And subscription in advance is the member have paid in advance. So this is our club creditors or when something we owe to club members is considered current liability. Oh, this is very, very complicated. If you want to use an extra, you can how they goes to from subscription in advance, subscription in areas, electricity in areas. So subscription received is comprising from account subscription in areas and subscription in advance. So we use subscription receipt on only. Okay. So I hope you can get something. I hope you can get something from this sharing. And any question? So if you want to any question, you just put into comments and subscribe. You just press share or what we call icon of bell likes to my YouTube. Okay, any question? If there's no another question, we stop here and I just leave it you the question. You can repeat and you can snap the questions and you can answer. You can, if you want to master of this accounts or chapter, you have to you have to remember and repeat it up to 5 times. Then you can master of this question. So hopefully you enjoy. I also doakanlah kejayaan anda semua. Very thanks from me.